My people, it's about that time.
Like a boss.
Live from the USA, helping you get paid every day. This is the boss of Bitcoin, the Cristo of crypto. It's your boy BK. And if you don't like me, you must not like money. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Today we are looking at one of the largest cryptos that I'm excited about over the next few years. This is Cardano ADA, and we will be answering the question, should you buy Cardano? This is a question that has been circulating around the cryptoverse for quite some time with regards to the technology, the price, the timing, the endeavors of the company, even some rumors about buying CNN. But that's what we're going to be reviewing in today's episode. So if this is your first time tuning in, congratulations, baby. You are now rocking with the best. My name is BK, also known as the Crypto Trader, and I'm the boss of these charts, as you will soon find out. Every day I grace my microphone with this voice is another day you can profit as a result. Today is no exception. So do yourself a favor, if you haven't done it already, smash that like button, subscribe right now, turn the notifications on, all this and that, and let's go ahead and start making this money. I'm just now getting back into the content creation game. I was one of the literally, undisputed boss of this space back in the early days. And it's a lot that has changed since my time. It's only been like 2 years. Feel like it might have been 20. But nonetheless, here we are. I'm going to be publishing content across and syndicating content across all major platforms and networks. And I just found out this morning, I think this is the reason why Binance bought CoinMarketCap for $100 million. And I remember when they did it, it was like, oh my God, $100 million, that's crazy. But if you think about it, they're turning this thing into crypto Twitter. And so I'm going to start publishing content on there. It looked like, we could post right here. I'm going to be posting charts, posting trades, updating the community. And it's very, very smart, because I remember back in the day, the only reason they did that is because every content creator referenced CoinMarketCap in their videos, and they saw the opportunity to build a social network on top of it. So it's very, very smart. And if you look at TradingView, they're doing the same thing, or they did the same thing back in the day, where you could publish charts and people could follow you, blase, blase, blah. So the cryptoverse is building, and financial forecasting altogether is building into a much more influencer-friendly space. And so as a result, I will be dedicating significant time and endeavors to leverage this opportunity and supplement my content with syndicated distribution across all accessible media-friendly networks, right? So it's kind of cool to see the evolution of the space. Now back to the lecture at hand. Should you buy Cardano? Well, let's look at the charts. This is a top 10 coin, number 7 in the market liquidity of 12 billion of them things. Y'all, it's crazy. $12 billion, could still buy it for under $1. And it's got global distribution. When you get into the top 100, really you're featured on probably most of the big syndicated platforms. So you have access to the real money. You can see Binance is number 1, Coinbase, KuCoin, Kraken. Once you see those on the list, you know that the coin has some established values, because these exchanges in themselves really don't like pump and dump coins, shit coins, like whatever you want to call them. They do their due diligence and research at this stage of the game to make sure that the coins they feature, especially Coinbase, are, have some legitimate offering to the world, right? Coinbase only features 50 coins. Back in the day, they only featured 2. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, it was just Bitcoin and Ethereum. Which one you want? Apples or oranges? Now, we got all flavors of the rainbow, and it tastes delicious. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the little bit of price background on ADA. Let's go ahead and jump into the charts. Um, hmm. And like I said, what? Why they want me to upgrade? They always trying to get me to upgrade. I already upgraded. I'm gonna be publishing this chart for the community. So if you haven't done it, you can also follow me on TradingView, BD Kelly 1203 on TradingView, and let's go ahead and jump into it. So we're going to do ADA. Nope. ADA to the BTC. Actually, I got it on this short list. Tripping. Bam, bam. Right? One of the first things I like to do is look at the macro trend. And as you can see, ADA has had some really good days and some really bad days, right? And as a result, I think it makes it a very, very, very intriguing coin to consider purchasing at this moment in time. Couple reasons why, right? And I said this before. Energy is like an EKG machine, right? If we just look at the simple EKG graph, right? And I'm gonna break this stuff down in my course that I'm building. But this is your heartbeat. This is basically the most simplest mathematical representation of energy we know in our current paradigm, right? Breakout, breakdown, flatline, right? And keep in mind, I'm starting at Q, right? So if you just imagine that 0.0 is Q, right? And you go up, you go down, you come back, and you go flat. That's pretty much it. Those are the three segments. And T wave, P wave, that could just be one long ass P wave. You know what I'm saying? P and T, right? Because it's like I see what they're doing. It's like the crescendo, the decrescendo, and then a bam, 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 right? Don't worry about none of that. All you need to worry about, breakout, breakdown, flatline. Very, very, very simple correlation to these charts. What do we got here? Breakout. What do we got here? Breakdown. What do we got here? Flatline. What comes next? Bam! Just that easy. Just that mother easy, right? What I like about this chart, couple things. First of all, we are forming what is known as a higher bottom, right? In 2020, when we broke down, the median price was around, 500 to 300 satoshis, right? Somewhere in there between 350 and 550, right? Just call it 500 to be nice. Right now, if we're able to stick this landing, that breakdown is substantially higher, 3 times higher to be exact. Why do I like the number 3? Well, that's a very, very good quantum building number for the Fibonacci spectrum. Everything builds in 3s, right? If you just look at the Great Pyramid, 3 sides on one face. Now you multiply that by space, time, and 4 dimensions, then you get the pyramid. But the triangle is essentially the easiest building block in nature. That's my long way of saying that. And now we have a scenario to where we're starting to build up on this scale over time, right? Sometimes these charts, no, we're not going to do that. Here's another reason why I like this trade right now. So keep in mind, and keep in mind, we're coming on the other side of that breakout, breakdown. Now, this is not done yet. Like, it still needs time. And that's why I think now is the time to start looking at buying it, because you can accumulate it before the next big jump comes. You probably have 3 to 6, maybe 9 months on this trade to get as much as you can before the next wave of money comes in. I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times, the goal of the game is to accumulate as much Bitcoin as fast as possible, right? And the way you do that is you measure your trades in Bitcoin. This is the lesson of the day. If you don't learn anything else from my channel in the next 5-10 minutes, this is what you should learn. When looking at any given chart, any given altcoin, whenever it is possible, you want that symbol on the back end to say BTC, right? That allows you transparency into the blockchain market. Keep in mind, there are 2 separate markets in the world. There is dollars to Bitcoin, and then there is Bitcoin to blockchain, right? And you can't go out and buy Cardano at CVS with dollars. You got to convert it to crypto and put it on the blockchain. Right? Now you have intermediaries like Coinbase, for example, that you can debit your account and they will do it for you, but they're not going to CVS and buying Cardano with your dollars either. They putting it into Bitcoin and trading Bitcoin for it or some version derivative of blockchain-based equity. It doesn't matter what it is. As long as it ends in BTC, it is measured in blockchain-based value. That is what you want to accumulate as fast as possible. And so you always trade up. When you're measuring BTC, never trade down, right? And using the boss method, it's very, very, very easy to understand when that transfer takes place, when it's in your best interest to trade. And again, the boss method is what I will be explaining in detail in my course coming up. If you're looking forward to that, then just subscribe to this channel and it'll be out probably within a month. I'm banging this thing out, right? So let's jump into some, I didn't even finish this. My bad. So we did breakout, breakdown, flatline. We did a higher bottom. Now let's get into some of the mechanics of this chart, right? Whoop. First things first. When I look at a chart for consideration, if I want to buy it or not, or if it's even worth, discussing on this channel, this is one of the things I do. I look at the flux points. I look at the critical points of interest, the junctions in the road, right? This is one that comes up right here. It's the last breakdown. It's kind of like the pivot point. It's like where Cardano stopped being negative and started being positive. It's a very influential point in this chart. When we freestyle on a Fibonacci, bam! That's what we get, right? This is essentially the energy of this next cycle that just happened right here. You can see this candle wick lines up pretty good. We peaked out between the 4.2 and the 4.6. How come they ain't got my bands on here? Levels line. How come they ain't got that? That's so weird. Levels. There you go. It's interesting. It's like I gotta go, man. Do all this stuff again. There you go. I kind of like that better. Yeah, I like that better. We peaked out between. I can see why I had it the other way. But for now, I'm just going to teach it on Fibonacci levels because I think that's easier to understand. You can always see the prices over here. Still makes it relevant. We peaked out between the 4.2 and the 4.6. We had a huge cascade once we broke through the 3.2. You could even see that little node of resistance right there. Had another little spike at the 2.224. And then now this is top-down resistance, right? I think what's intriguing about this chart is you actually have two places of top-down resistance, but in the all inevitability of blockchain taking off again, I think once it breaks through both of those levels, this thing is off to the races, right? And all it needs is time. This is one of the most resilient coins in the market. Especially as of late, and it has some of the strongest fundamentals that I've seen to support the rationality for buying it. I think just in the symbol EKG, breakout, breakdown, flatline, we can see clearly all we need to do is just stick the landing, right? This is a nice dovetail. They call this, what do they call this? Like a airplane landing of the economy. They refer to it on CNN like we got to land it softly, just stop the decreasing value over time. And once that happens, then it'll be pop, 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 bam, right? Just like it came down. Like you can see it test the different levels, go down, step down to the next level. In addition to that, you have two really big areas that I think should serve as support on this side. You have this major intersection right there, basically the 0 point line. And then right below it, you have this intersection. And you have that this little peak right here. So you have that intersection, and you have that peak, right? So we have three major critical junctions in this chart that all show that price hit a synergy point, a nexus point, right around, call it 1350, You know what I'm saying? 1350, somewhere in there. Right now we're at 1550. So as long as this chart is able to stay north of 1350, you know, how long will it take? Well, let's check it out. We're looking at this, then we do this right here. I like that one. Look at that one. That's a nice one. All right, this Fibonacci point right here, we went from here to here. Peaked out pretty close on this spectrum. At the 1.6, we hit a nice little junction of consolidation between the 2.2 and the 2.6. This is basically where the rate of decreasing starts to dampen, starts to lessen, right? And now we could have a nice little run here, and this is looking like over the summer. Over the summer, if the market is healthy, I think, you know, with the puppet that they have in office right now, barely reading his damn teleprompter, God bless him. But with the puppet they have in office, all the money they've made on gas recently, they're going to have to disperse that money. And I'm pretty sure that some of that will be coming back into the equities market. Crypto is one of the youngest equity markets in the world. Keep in mind, it only represents maybe 1 or 2% of the GDP, the total market, but it's still worth considering because that 1 or 2%, when it hits, gains 10 to 20% on average, right? And this is setting up to be one of those trades. This could start hitting as early as March, May, you know, and it should definitely be in season. And this is going all the way out to this time next year. Right? Keep in mind, these are long, methodical charts. Also, keep in mind that this trade is not guaranteed because regardless of how strong an altcoin chart looks, it still has top-down pressure from the market altogether. And this is, as I mentioned, because crypto only represents a small portion of the market. If you see, you know, a substantial increase, a substantial decrease of Dow Jones, Wall Street, well, then that money also comes out of crypto. And crypto normally hit, you know, 30% harder than Wall Street, mainly because it doesn't have as much liquidity in it. You don't have as many traders. The big traders sell out a lot faster. And the market normally tanks a little bit more than standard liquidities, right? So Cardano is a derivative of the global market. So there is a chance you could see a substantial step down if, say, Dow Jones falls below this number right here. And that's going to be right around 26,000, 28,000. Just say 28K. If Dow Jones falls below 28K, more than likely it's going down below 20. And you shouldn't be looking to flip Cardano at that point. Because at that point, everything's going to be underwater. And the market is probably in a very, very, very bad recession. / depression. / correction. / whatever action they want to associate to it. But nonetheless, here we are, and I think it's still a great time to look at some of the top coins in the market that could be setting up for a big run. This is one of the pages I wanted to show real quick, just to show some of the confusion. Again, a lot of people that don't know the insides of financial evaluation are measuring this trade in dollars. And so as a result, I wanted to show you clearly and give you rationality. Always measure your trades in Bitcoin. If I showed you the Cardano to dollars chart, it might look completely different. I don't want to do that right now because I don't want to confuse you. But just know you should always measure your trades in BTC. You can't go buy Cardano for dollars at CVS. You know what I'm saying? So that this market, this correlation doesn't exist, right? But it does trade in Bitcoin, because what you have on the Cardano blockchain, you do not have on the Bitcoin blockchain. They are mutually exhaustive, right? So again, I think some people, really don't understand this, and even that price, when they're talking about 2017 price, is measured in Bitcoin's relative performance or Cardano's relative performance to Bitcoin. So again, measure your trades in BTC. You'll be a lot happier as a result, and it'll clarify your mind. I think this is also interesting. This speculation again, but it's talking about Cardano possibly buying CoinDesk. Again, as I mentioned earlier, you're seeing some of the big money makers, Binance, buying some of these media distribution outlets. You're seeing the technology companies take over the media organizations. You're seeing Elon Musk buy Twitter. And now, so it makes sense. I mean, this guy got Elon Musk money at this point. 10 years from now, he probably gonna have more. And so it's interesting to see what's happening behind the scenes. I think this gives more validity to the coin than anything, even though it's just a rumor. You're not seeing Matic talk about this. You're not seeing Ethereum talk about this, but it's a strategic acquisition if and when it happens. That stabilizes the coin. When you buy the opinion, the distribution, then your content is supplemented, right? It's a very strategic move in business that we see a lot in today's society, right? 5 best Cardano cryptos to buy in 2023. This is just kind of like a side note for me that I need to learn more, and I will be learning more, right? I'm not even sure what these top 3 coins do, but I'm familiar with those 2. And so if you know any other coins that you would like to see me learn about or you like to see me cover on this channel, Matic will be one of the best ones. That was in our comments from the last video, and it's on this list. So I'm going to be doing a video on Matic here this week. But I just wanted to get this out to you guys. If you want to see me talk about a new coin or if something excites you, just put it in the comments. I respond to every single comment after every single video, and I appreciate the involvement in the community. In addition to that, I'm putting in all the resources we have. I'm going to be releasing this video, this chart on TradingView, showing you why I think it's a great time to buy Matic and the different projections for the time spectrum. And we go keep it on wheels and keep on rolling. So I think it's a great time to start accumulating some of the strongest cryptos in the game, right? When I look at ADA, sitting down here, right around 1,500, I say this is like buying an acre of real estate in New York City back in 1908. Price of land in 1908 was pretty cheap. Wasn't too many skyscrapers built yet, right? But once those skyscrapers get built, an acre of land, you can't even get an acre of land. They sold out of acres. You got to buy a 1-bedroom apartment for $1 million. And that's exactly the same correlation we see on the blockchain. They're starting to build a few skyscrapers. We got Bitcoin, we got Ethereum, ADA's got a crane built, you know what I'm saying? Got 3 floors, a brand new property. You got XRP, they built it up. They took a few floors down. They're moving it across town, try to see where it fit in at, and it's just interesting to see the space come together. Matic, right? Building their own damn ecosystem. So it's crazy. It's crazy. But it's pretty cool. It's something to be excited about, something to make some money about, and something to definitely share with your friends and family if you think they will find this interesting. So with that being said, everybody, it's that time of the day. Signing out. Boss. Boy BK, no matter where you stay, Brazil to Bay or California, all the way back out through Germany. Good night, good morning, and good day. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your time. Hit that thumbs up button for a player one time. Do that for me if you appreciate mine. Till we meet again, stay cryptic, y'all. Peace.
Like a boss. Huh.